Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Flywheel's off. Keys in the box, in the pan. Pull the gas cap off. Well, that's good news. The vent on top of the oil tank is evidently not leaking. But the cap leaks like a sieve. Even though it has a new specially made gasket on it that was supposed to cure the problem of the cap leaking. The cap leaks. Now I was thinking that it was the vent, but it's not, it's the cap. So the cap being clear down here, the cap is even with the bottom of the tank. So when it leaks out of the cap, almost all the oil in the tank can leak out. So how do I prevent that? Well, I don't know. I cleaned up the edge of this screw-on cap, thinking that I made it straight and square. But when I look at it, the cap sits tilted. So I'm going to try and square off the end of this cap, or the end of this spout, so that the gasket will seal on it more completely. Now, how am I going to do that? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. This side of the spout appears high. So I will attempt to file it down so that it actually seals up. And we'll just keep bubble testing the thing until I get it sealed. that lets it sit down tighter and catch the second thread. Leaks like a sieve. But I'm still up against this crack part here. Can I seal that down? Put some super glue on it. This side's also cracked. Both threads are cracked. Okay, wash this thing out. First thing, wash it out. Pull the hose out of there. And completely wash the oil tank in hot soapy water and get that clean. And then I'm gonna take some super glue and I'm gonna glue these cracks shut. Because it's cracked. On both sides. It's cracked there. And it's cracked there. That top thread is busted. Now, I was wondering if I could cut off those broken threads and then engage that bottom thread, but I think that's pretty risky. I run the risk of screwing up the whole tank. Now, if this does not work, there is another option. There was a guy who took a bottle cap off of some kind of a plastic bottle that he had, and he put it over the top of this and caulked it down, or glued it down with epoxy to this tank. That way he could use the cap that was on the bottle to seal off the leaking tank. This neck is very thin, and when something leaks, the first thing you want to do is tighten it tighter. I did the same thing. I was trying to tighten this as tight as I could get it, but I didn't help anything. All I did was just open those gaps up. So it wasn't the fault of the gasket. The gasket worked just fine. It was the fault of the neck that's cracked. So let's see what we can do to fix that. I'll take this upstairs, If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.